First of all, I just want to thank every single one of you guys for coming out here and supporting this walk. Like I said before, when someone takes their life, it doesn't just affect the family, it affects the whole community. And I want to share a little bit about how this walk came up. Growing up, my dream job was to be a firefighter, and I ended up having that opportunity to go out there and start working for our nation. But what I wasn't prepared for, giving CPR to people and they end up dying, it takes a lot out of you. And that's what ended up happening. I went next door to my house and my cousin committed suicide, and that really did something to me. So for one full year, I wanted to kill myself. I went through so much pain where I wanted to die. And I know there's a lot of people in my generation that are going through a struggle, especially for what we go through out here in our communities. And it's not just our community, it's every community across Turtle Island. And I just want to thank you guys for supporting this initiative that I started. And like I said, life is precious.
Mason, this is the longest you guys have ever had to walk.
No.
It isn't?
No. We walked from Ponoka before. That was the third year. We walked from there. And Wetaskiwin, I think Wetaskiwin, Ponoka is by... Nice. What do you think is the longest? Ponoka and Wetaskiwin about the same distance, eh? Ponoka's longer. Yeah, so we walked from Ponoka and I think, what's that, 15 kilometers? 15 kilometers. That's way further than this. I think that was the longest that we went.
And this is the last time, you think?
This is the last one, I think. Well, I'm doing this is going to be my last walk.
So because of the village we got for like a safe haven, that's what we built it for a lot of people going through a struggle. Now they'll have somewhere to go when they're feeling down and out. Sadness, depression that everyone's fighting, now they could come. And what we incorporated is horses, so incorporating equine therapy. I'm so glad so many people support what we're doing. And there's so many people that reach out to me and said what we were doing helped them because they wanted to commit suicide. They said if it wasn't for you, I probably would have been dead. So it means a lot to me because of what I went through. Wanted to give up on life so many times, but life is short as it is. So we can't dwell on the little things in life. There's a lot of people that died that probably would do anything to be here another day.
Hi, my name is Tanya Rain and I'm from Samson Cree Nation. I am a mother of 6 children. I do now have 5. One 6 months ago has passed away. She committed suicide, jumping out of a 12-story building. It's been a long 6 months of grieving for us. This, for me and my family today, is a way of just processing the grievance and having some support, outside support for me and my family that came here today. I'd really like to express that the community really needs to support people that are grieving, that have lost their loved ones. Really step up to the plate and be part of that grieving for the family that really need them, because we need those people to help us heal ourselves, our families, our hearts. We need that so much in our community, and I feel like I have failed. Me and my family, we failed that support in our community. So I'd really like to reach out to the people and ask them for support and tell them, you know what, people are hurting. The hearts are hurting in our community and we really need help.
My name is Kiskal Mutil, also known as Patrick Buffalo. I'm from the Mascwachis territory. And this is where we are today, is what we call Mustusame village. And Mustusame was our great-great-grandfather that lived in the 1800s. And this is more like a memorial place for healing. This is our wellness village, and I've been doing community wellness for about 30 years. And already we've had people from many different countries that have come here and really just to feel the land, you know, because Mother Earth is a healing energy, and we also use the horses in the equine therapy to bring healing. We are stuck oftentimes by the systems that are created that just don't serve our people. We have to eliminate those memories of trauma to be able to reclaim the joy that we lose in our life. And we want to get the word out there that we are here. And even just having an opening night here, just an open night for people to come sit by the fire and just be. You don't even have to talk, just be. Kawagutama means we have to be connected to everything, all animals, all plants, Mother Earth, the sun, the wind. We are all connected. We are not superior over nature. As a matter of fact, nature is the true government. Natural law is the true government of our peoples. And for us to rediscover the laws is the solution to all our problems. The laws are written in our heart.
I'm in that position where I can make change for my community, because it takes one person to start a ripple effect to hundreds of other people, because I've seen the sadness of so many people walking around my community, especially my generation, where they didn't know who to turn to. I took it upon myself while I was living out in Toronto to organize this walk to bring this reality of suicide, bring it out of the darkness, bring it into the light so we could face it head on.
Hi, Thonse. My name is Joanne Marie Buffalo. Originally from the Shuswap area in British Columbia. I'm a home care nurse. So there's a lot of devastation, tragedies that we face in our community with a lot of our own people trying to come up with ways of healing, of getting in touch with those, some of them call them their inner demons, some of them call them the dark spirits, or something that's trying to control them. Our young people need to know that there are resources and there is help out there. That they have to be able to talk to someone and realize that suicide is not the answer. I used to hate to say the word suicide because it had such an awful meaning, but the awareness and the healing. And this was my late husband's backyard too. And I'm so proud of, you know, the family, his brother and my nephew and all of them that played a part in developing this area for a healing resource. There is a way back to our sacred grounds and our sacred being, because every day we walk Mother Earth, it is sacred. And we have to remember about the medicine wheel, about our spiritual, mental, physical, and emotional. We have to take care of those sacrednesses. You know, for our grandmothers, grandfathers, and ancestors, we will be with all our families someday. But here we have to show our children the right way. And this is a big step in that.
And we need to combat this together. And like the previous speaker said, we all have stories, we all have relatives that have gone in that way, and we need to honor them in a good way, because the elders have told us when you take your life, you know, you don't get to where you need to go till your real time is up. And during that period, you know, we need to continue to pray for our loved ones so that they make it to the other side. And that's what we're doing here today.
I know for Mascwachis, we do go through many suicides, and for us, we know the people that take their own lives because we are a smaller, we're not a city, we're a reservation, but I know for a fact I do have many of my non-native friends that reach out to me and that are really interested in what we do because they as well lost family members too. So it's not just the reservations that go through suicides, but bigger cities, smaller towns also go through many suicides, but we don't hear about that. I believe that a lot of the cities that do go through suicides, they kind of sweep it under the rug and it's not talked about. I believe as our people that we do lose a lot more people to suicide, but now we are starting to talk about it, and I think that's the first step in the healing process, is talking about it. And also for these other non-natives that reach out to me, I open my doors or whatever to this village so they have access to see what we are doing out here. As for myself, I don't think there is many resources in place for this village, which is such an asset to have in our backyards to help to help people move forward with their healing. I know with our own nation, we don't get the support that we need, and I believe that it's not only from our nation where there's people that need help healing with whatever they're going through, where it's every city or province where people are struggling. So I think the most important thing is not to just have this Mascwachis village just for our people, but any people that are going through a struggle, because out here we don't say it's a program, but we offer an experience. Mainly they've just been asking, how do I deal with the amount of losses that I've been going through? And for that, I think mainly these guys are one of the biggest things that's been helping me, is working with the horses, the horse spirit, talking to the horses. Also, the bigger thing is following our ceremony, going to sweats. When I do get into that state of heaviness, sadness, depression, I'm so grateful to have that opportunity where I could go into a sweat to rejuvenate myself, to feel complete, get to 100%.
And today, being the last time for this walk, I recall, I think it was 4 years ago today when we walked from the 4-lane, and that day was plus 33, so thankful for the little breeze and the sunshine that we have today.
I said, all right, I'll keep doing that walk, but I said, you know what, I don't want to keep raising awareness about suicide because we should have something in place now. So where we're walking to is called Mascwachis Village, is something that I created because with my father. So when we get to the village, you guys will be able to see the village. And it's something that I created for a safe haven for people to go. And what we incorporated is equine therapy. So we do healing with horses, my father and I. So when we get there, we could take a walk around. I made a bunch of trails in there, and it's like you're somewhere else when you go there. So I just want to thank all of you guys from the bottom of my heart for coming and supporting what I've started to help all of us. It's not about me, it's about us.